Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle, and we're having coffee in my beautiful spring mug. My gosh, the flowers are out in my yard. I've got so many irises blooming right now, and they smell so good. I have to go out when I'm done here and get a bouquet and bring them in because they don't last too long. And I feel like if they're doing so much work to look so gorgeous, I need to give them the appreciation they deserve. So, how are you? Been off? Well, not been off Facebook, YouTube for a week. Just finished yesterday the May 2025 Beyond Healing Retreat. Oh my gosh, so much richness, so much lovely energy, the awakenings, the understandings, the watching someone move from, I don't really believe in this, to just being cascaded with visionary experiences and understandings of who she is and how she gets to move forward. It was a week filled with magical things and awarenesses and challenges along the way. So, it was kind of like a mini cosmic mini life, just what we have as we move forward. And so, one of the things that's hardest, maybe I'm going to get a sip of coffee, is for us to begin to really trust ourselves and trust what we get and be able to manage our own energetic experience. And that's really important because we're the ones who do us. We can be shaped by others, affected by others, but we want to have the final say, the discernment, the knowingness. And so it's like, how do we get those understandings? Sometimes it's pretty obvious. Sometimes it's less than obvious until we're looking back and go, oh, that's what that was about. That's what how I grew. That's that's what it brought me, is this understanding. So 3 decks jumped out at me this morning: Magic of the Unicorns, the Sacred Forest, and Ancient Stones. And we're going to get some insights on knowing really how to tell what things are true for us. What is a sign? How do we know? How do we grow that? Good morning, Christina. Julia probably won't be on this morning. She is, however, asleep upstairs in my guest's bedroom. So much energy was moved this week. I mean, one gal went to rest late afternoon. And didn't get up till the next morning, thought, where is everyone? It's like, well, they're still asleep. She went, I slept all night. Energy is energy. And when we move lots of it, we get tired and we are prompted on so many levels in the physical right now to shift. Good morning, Maggie. Also at my home right now. We're prompted on so many levels with the cosmic energy, the solar things that are happening. We're affected by it. The timeline changes, the moving in between dimensions, which most of the light workers are doing, whether we know it or not. It physically gets a bit taxing. Good morning, Anne. A bit taxing, and we have to honor what our body is saying. When you see, it seems like you're just like unexplainably exhausted, go inward to make sure that this isn't a quote unquote illness setting in. It is most likely that just sometimes it's a need to pull back from the energies of others. Sometimes it's a need to just cocoon and rest and allow that to be okay. So let's see. The first card coming up is from the Magical Unicorns. And of course, I have to get my glasses on. Bluebell Fairy, gratitude. Certainly is up for me today with these beautiful women. I'm going to turn that camera light off. Maybe you can see the beautiful fairy. Of course, gratitude is there, that it's in focus now. Gratitude. Again, that is one of the strongest, most powerful tools we can use to bring ourselves back into a centeredness, because life gets rough sometimes and scary. And this morning, a young woman that I had worked with once, and I've met a couple times in group. I don't know her real well. Oh my gosh, she is on her way to a thing that she's doing, and it just, I mean, one pretty big, not fun obstacle after another. And she had posted, if you're awake, this was, 4 hours before I woke up, or 3 hours, is, give me a call, try to keep me awake. I'm trying, because she was way delayed getting off. And it was like, I don't know her that well, but I just felt led to call. And that is that discernment, that kind of thing. It's like, I'm not, she lost her mom not too long ago. So, I mean, there's a lot of, she's in a grief process, and she's had just one rear ender and then another aspect of that accident, causing her to have to go into a shop, and then some physical things that are just weighing on her. And it was like, okay, I need to call her. And she was so thankful. And so, we just visited. I just helped her kind of get perspective and gave her some grounding energy just in the conversation. That was the discernment. It's like, I feel like I should call. Maybe I could help her, but I didn't really know. But I acted on it, the mother in me. It's like, this little girl is suffering. I'm going to call. That's the discernment. That's the knowingness and the willingness to reach out and take a chance. Sometimes like that, I knew she would be receptive, but you don't always know when you get these things that come in that are knowingness. And so, we asked for signs, and I have laughingly said, on more than one occasion, all right, God, I need a signier sign than that. Please give me something a little more concrete. And, the universe, I'm sassy. I can be sarcastic and a smartass, and the universe plays with me like that too. I will often get a version of the sign I've asked for. That being said, I don't often ask for signs, but when it's a big thing and I get the message, you need to understand your power, I'm like, well, I'm willing to understand my power. How about this as a sign to give me an idea of how powerful I am? And then I'll get a version of that sign. And then my response is, really? Really, God? Thank you so much. So, gratitude for who we are, how we walk in this world, and what we move forward with on a daily basis. The next card is the volcano. Express. Don't stagnate. When I work with people, I've never used the volcano analogy. I'll use the champagne analogy. We have released a cork that is allowing more energy to flow through now, so it comes easier for you. And these things will come up that we've cleared today, because it didn't all go in at once. It won't all come out at once. It's in layers, that it's embedded. So the volcano it is important for you to share what is happening with you, so the others around you have a better understanding. And that really is kind of scary, especially for those closest. But I want you to look at the three different women here. This is like the goddess symbol here, and these two are supporting. This retreat this week has opened up, and they do. I mean, it just is. The groups that I've taken to the group to Guatemala, past retreats, still are in a thread together, visiting, supporting, talking, and they're all over the country, just like this retreat is. This one's all over the world. We've got Ireland, we've got Canada, and then we've got Pennsylvania, Michigan, Boise. And so we can do this together because we have a way to connect. And so that thing where you go, I don't think I'm going to share that. People are going to think I'm crazy. Find two sisters. Find two support people to encourage you. And sometimes the soothing is needed when you share, um, something that's going on, and the people around you go, are you kidding me? She's really losing it now. I can't believe. And so you need those others who are grounded with you to go, this was real. It is who you are. You do have this ability. So consider that, reaching out. Law of grace. Be your divine essence, and always enter into these changes. I mean, look at those two, empowering one another. Give yourself the grace that you give others. That ability, it's like, well, yeah, we're hard on ourselves. One of the processes we do in the retreat is the mean girl process. It's like, learning to really understand and hear what we're doing to ourselves that does not lift us up, does not help us expand, does not move us forward, but keeps us locked in these old patterns of beliefs about ourselves that are less than empowering. The law of grace, divine, dissolve all in grace. Dissolve these mean statements you say to yourself, these mean belief systems that you keep enforcing for yourself. Then the next card is another unicorn. Stargate of Lyra. Expand your causal chakra. Enter the unicorn kingdom. This is that be willing to believe in just slightly in magic and bring that belief into your everyday life. There is so much more than what we see and experience in the physical. And, the kids have it going on. They're still connected to that previous state before they come in to the physical until about age 5. And then those causal pathways tend to shut down a little bit. Let's see what Diane Cooper has to say about this one, because I think there's more than what I'm bringing through. Stargate of Lyra. Lyra is a magnificent cross-shaped stargate between the universe and others. Beyond it lies the Unicorn Kingdom. Angel Christiel, the wondrous white angel of peace, oversees it. This card invites you to visit the Unicorn Kingdom through the Stargate of Lyra. Ask your unicorn to take you there. When you enter, feel the ocean of tranquility and love as thousands of unicorns surround you. The tranquility and love. We often have to be intentional bringing that into ourselves, because the way the world is working right now, there is a great deal of concerted effort to keep us out of peace, love, and unity. So we often have to intentionally go into a place where we can access that, and the unicorn energy, that whimsical, the mystical, that what if it really is true, and that if it's not, there's no harm done. It is you then tuning into your magic, which is unicorn magic, which does exist, but that's not for me to convince you of. It may be a different kind of just peaceful, magical place for yourself. The next card is good luck, wishes granted. This is very auspicious. When you start really owning the gifts you came in with and what it is you get to do in this world, it is auspicious. The things you focus on expand. So you want to keep focusing on more of what you want, less of what you don't want, because we are expanding those energies with our thoughts, beliefs, and words. Ask, be open, willing, and ready your angels, guides, companions, Stargate team to come in, tap you on the shoulder when your thoughts are creating more of what you don't want, what the words you just said are actually a spell working against you. Then you go, oh, cancel, cancel. And you say that phrase again that is in your choice of creating more of what you want and less of what you don't want, leading to freedom. Freedom. The freedom to be who you really are is such a peaceful place to live. Still not seeing it very clearly, but you see that bald eagle flying around. The freedom that birds offer for me is huge, because maybe it's just my eyes. No, it just isn't focusing quite yet. But freedom is what happens when you really learn to accept who you are, accept your gifts, step into the possibility of new ways of seeing things from your gifted perspective. Open, willing, and ready to be shown who I am in the not such concrete world, who I am to be, what kind of emissary of light in this world, because that is, anyone watching this is an emissary of light, unless you're a troll trying to take things down. At which point we give you love, light, peace, and ease to move on your way and do what you really might have come in to do, because trolls are generally working against themselves. They're trying to make themselves feel better by bringing down others. And, it's like Not my circus, not my monkeys. You do you, and I'm going to send you with blessings and hope it absolutely. Uh, Good morning, Julia and Yvonne. Freedom is the best. It makes life so much easier. So, the next card, which then leads to the hummingbird joy. Is that not gorgeous? Joy is the state we get to cultivate. Sometimes it's a very intentional thing because life can be less than joyful at many junctures. And then we are allowing ourselves to be stopped because we'll focus on the unjoy, the things that are standing in our way. And that's where we want that causal spiritual team to come in and go, hey, 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 might want to change your perspective here, might want to look at things differently. Here's a possibility, and it will come to you. That choice of always staying connected, slow and steady, foundations and patience, the mountain. My favorite is, okay, I need patience now. I need patience right now. And that is absolutely the thing. It's like our movement, our forward movement, our awakening sometimes feels so slow, so undirected. We're thinking, and our timeline is different, but there is always something there, always for my highest and best good, even though it doesn't always feel like this. This young lady I was talking about this morning, all of this is going to be a huge step forward in her growth. Can she see that right now? No. All she can see is everything standing in her way, working against her, what is not good. And that's well understood. And she is pushing through. She may push through to the point where she's done with this and go, oh God, I should have paid attention at first and gone, can't go. Or, oh my gosh, this is so powerful, such a huge growth experience because I pushed through. We will get both answers. And sometimes we're wrong, and it's okay. We are human here, and we're not always going to be perfect at getting the answers we are looking for. And then the last card is be prepared, or prepare for rapid spiritual growth. Be ready for opportunities, ascension, lift. I mean, the truth is a lot of what we want in life and we want it to happen now, we're not really prepared for. We're not ready to receive those things. Um, I've been working a very long time on a certain set of things that I want to be my truth in this world. Very long time. And they are coming to fruition. And the truth is, they're in a timeline that I am able to digest and handle. What happens to a lot of stars, rock stars, movie stars, is they will get this, they'll be in, and then they get this meteoric rise and they can't handle what happened. And the other thing is they go, I thought I would be different once I was successful. I thought everything would be solved. But the truth is, we're still with us. We are the highest mountain. We are the biggest mystery. And so it is never the outside things that are going to fix us. It is always an inside job. And the biggest thing we can do to create more of what we want to move forward in our path more easily is to do us. Work on ourselves, continually to be giving ourselves grace, giving grace to those that don't understand what we're doing, and be open, willing, and ready to receive people, insights, ideas, new connections coming in, and allow that timeline to unfold in the way that is best for you at all times. It really is all about you. If you're wondering if you have gifts, if you're wondering maybe what's transpiring in your life, I do have the gift of wisdom, and you can reach out to me. My email is at the bottom of the description here, and we'll schedule a 10-minute awareness call, awakening call, understanding call. It's free, to see what is going on with you and see if we're a fit to move forward together to help you more unfold more easily, or if we are not. It really doesn't matter, because you will then find someone who is, and time frees up. It just can be effortless and easy if we allow it to. I think we're complete for this beautiful Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.